Hello, my friends, and welcome to the very final battles of the tournament. So you guys are probably wondering what the heck happened to the tournament. We just kind of stopped talking about it, right? Yeah, pretty much, except for these are the last battles. The final battles. The best people will be fighting off in the very end to see who is the champion. So today we're watching, again, the final tournament. First level is Zen Garden, starting off with the crazy thing. So I'm going to try not to say too many things about I would do this and I would do that, because I know you guys are probably thinking these people are way better than me, so why would I tell them to do something different? And that is definitely true. So I'll try and stop doing that, at least to the best of my ability, but I will be trying to explain if somebody makes a mistake or something like that, or does something a little bit odd or weird or different, and just kind of go over their strategies in general and see what we can learn from them. So, because again, if you're going to watch these battles, the main thing is you want to learn from them, right? So, anyways, Nikitin goes for a straight Ring of Fire on level 6. Absolutely ridiculous, because he's just going to straight up go economy from now on, greens and blacks, and a good mix of everything. While Speedo is actually going for a farm strategy, actually a ninja, mortar, Ring of Fire, and farm strategy, but he actually sold the mortar to get up that Ring of Fire just a little bit quicker. So as far as lives are concerned, Nikitin has more lives. As far as economy is concerned, it's definitely a throw up right here, because I know a lot of people, they like to go farms on here because you get a big boost of economy whenever you need it. But balloon economy is better for late game, you know, around 18-20 or so. So that's going to be a huge bonus right there. So also, if the quality is a little bit different or not quite perfect, please forgive me again. I got the videos from Nikitin actually, so we'll have to see how things go and see if you guys like it. If you guys do, I will be posting more King of the Hill battles in the future if people want to send me their videos. Again, I'm at the mercy of those peoples, but we'll have to see what happens. So I've noticed a lot of people tend to do this. A lot of people tend to go for the 0-0 ninja strategy on round 15, getting ready for those regrow ceramics, but it's a fairly good strategy, but you still might need to get that fourth ninja in the back. But I guess, you know, just being kind of safe, people do a good regrow lead or lead ceramic rush, that can really mess them up, so that's not good. Both players, I think, are going to be able to defend things. Again, Speedo's got a crazy amount of farming going on for him. He's got a bunch of 2-0 farms, a 1-0 farm, but he's actually losing some lives on this one because he does not have a 4th tier ninja in the back yet. Also, the economy is cut off. That makes it a little bit more fair, like unknowingly what is going to happen, who actually has more economy in the long run. Honestly, I guess Speedo actually has more economy at the moment. But again, it could be anybody's game. So here we go. Speedo is going to set out a Moab on level 18. Nikitin is going to go for a quick 2-4 ninja and hopefully defeat that ninja, or defeat that Moab, and indeed he does. And getting ready for some more Moab Maulers instead, it looks like, or at least getting some cannons up, getting ready for them. So Speedo got his 2-3 ninja up to at least stop those balloons. Ooh, Speedo's going to go for another Moab against this guy. He's going to have to get another 2-4 ninja, it looks like. No 2-4 ninja from Nikitin, unless I missed it. It's going to just be relying on Moab Mauler. So now he's going for another rush, a BFB rush this time. So getting even crazier. We got 3 Moabs. 3 Moab Maulers coming from Nikitin over here, and getting ready for a Blade Maelstrom, it looks like. And he is going to get that Blade Maelstrom up in time, but is it going to be enough? Speedo still got a lot of farms over there, and Nikitin does have to defend these things fairly effectively. Like, ooh, a Moab coming out as a natural Moab, and that's 4-2 Ninja. Is it going to be enough to defeat this regular Moab? It looks like it will not be enough, and Nikitin is going to get defeated. Speedo is the champion of game number 1. So game number 2. Alright, so we got a tack shooter strategy versus an ice tower strategy. The one thing that I'm liking about this game so far is they're not a copy strat. You know, sometimes you just see everybody go exact same strategy every single time. It can be okay, it can be kind of fun, because by the time you get to the late game, it's like, who really played better if both players are doing the same strategy, you know? But I think it's more fun to go with different strategies because you can see multiple ways that things can go down, multiple ways that things can work. So Nikitin, again, doing a fairly good job surviving out these blues and pink mixes. But again, the Ninja and Taxter do have a slight weakness. Those Speedo's Ice Towers, I don't think were absolutely perfect. I've seen people go with 5 Ice Towers and lose 0 balloons, 0 lives to those silly little pink balloons. But Speedo lost a few lives. A big deal, not really. It doesn't matter that much. So Speedo is again going farms, and it looks like Nicotin is going to probably just keep on going with the economy. You know, you can see the blues and the pinks coming out. Again, a good mix. He's just trying to get some of those pinks through every once in a while. It doesn't really matter too much. And a third tier ninja is barely going to be enough to stop these blacks and greens, and Nicotin's still losing more lives. So it seems like both games so far have been an extremely crazy amount of lives lost in the very beginning game. You know, down to 75, 100 lives, somewhere in that vicinity. Again, Speedo going pretty crazy amount of ice towers over there with a few little ninjas as well. And he synced the ice. See, I knew it. He didn't sink the ice. He actually synced the ice, which is actually a bad thing. You do not want to sink the ice. You want all the ice to attack at the same time. You want to make them out of sync, which will make them do a little bit better job. And I think that's what he's complaining about a little bit, or saying he did a bad job with it. So Nicotin's going with a Ring of Fire Mortar Ninja strategy at the moment. But again, no farms. Which, when you think about it, I mean, if he does Speedo does a full-out, all-out Regal Rainbow Rush or something, he might have to micro out of that somehow and just somehow magically survive. So actually, Speedo is going Wizards, Lightning Wizards at that. Very, very interesting. Lightning Wizards on top of Ice Towers. You never see that type of stuff. And Nicotin is going to do the crazy amount of ninjas up in the front there to stop a lot of the weird Rigo Ceramic rushes and stuff. But again, those Rigo Ceramic lead rushes can be a little bit painful still. But with the mortar up in the front, it should stop them, hopefully, at least a little bit. And again, just a very odd strategy from Speedo. I'm very impressed, to be honest. I'm impressed with a Wizard Ice strategy. You never see it. I've never seen that before. It's cool. And still getting quite a bit of farming action going on, as you can plainly see, a lot of farms. Will a full-out Rigo Rainbow Rush or full-out Rigo Rainbow Ceramic Rush do anything to Speedo at the moment? No. And that's where the Moabs are really going to come into play. And I think what Nicotin's trying to do is just survive against Speedo. If he can survive against Speedo, he'll have the upper hand in the late game because the farms will slowly lose their potency. So, again, Nicotin, all he has to do is survive, and Speedo's just going to have to full-out rush him. That's, like, the main thing about the farms. And you really can't switch from farm economy to balloon economy. I've tried it a couple times, it really didn't work out. So here it is. Speedo is going to start doing that rush, and Nicotin is going to have to get that 2-4 ninja with a 4th tier ninja, and he might even have to Blade Maelstrom that bad boy. Ooh, it looks like he does not. He just got the Tactical up just in case, and the 2-4 ninja is going to stay at the moment. Will he sell it and rebuy it? Maybe. I think he's waiting to see what's going to happen. Oh, he had to actually Blade Maelstrom the regular balloons on round 20. Absolutely crazy, man. So Nicotin, how is he doing? It looks like he's going to go for a Super Monkey fan club over here. I almost called it a Super Monkey Storm, but it's not Super Monkey Storm. It's Super Monkey fan club, man. Though surprisingly, those ninjas and stuff doing a whopping amount of damage to that BFB. So let's see, is the Super Monkey Storm going to come out? With multiple BFBs and a Moab all at the same time, the Super Monkey fan club is up, and he's going to use him, and he got a Super Juggernaut Club, and he will defend the first BFB, but will he defend the second BFB? That is the main question today. He's going to have to do some quick micro action. I don't know if he has enough money for it. It looks like he will get that up, and he goes for a second Super... Oh, he tried! Oh, he got the Juggernaut Club! What is it in time? It was in time, and Nicotin has defeated the second BFB, but the third BFB, oh my goodness gracious. The good news is, if you go late game, eventually the money that he is losing is going to be more than the money you're gaining, and if you just micro a decent amount, you should be okay. So Nicotin, again, doing an amazing job of microing here, getting another Super Juggernaut Club up. But this is where it's really going to come down to it. Will he be able to survive this one single Moab? And he does. Okay. Very, very close. Uh-oh. Some blues getting pretty darn far. He had to use another Super Monkey Fan Club just to survive. And Speedo is still just kind of trolling here, just doing what he can. Oh, there's a Moab going through just about on Speedo's side. He's got a Super Monkey Fan Club again with multiple Moabs coming out again. And Speedo has lost a ton of lives. Absolutely crazy game so far. Another Super Monkey Juggernaut Club. Oh my goodness. With a bunch of Arctic wind coming out from Speedo. And he will not be able to stop all the balloons. But this is the closest game I think I've ever seen. The Moabs getting so far, but it looks like they will get through on Speedo's side. Absolutely epic game, my friends. Absolutely crazy. I need to catch my breath for a second. Give me a break. Let me just get some water really quick before I get too excited. I don't know. I just thought that game was pretty awesome. That was a really good game. Even spamming 2-4 ice towers just to stop the balloons in the end from Speedo. Very, very smart moves, by the way. I would have never thought to do anything like that. I just probably give up by that point. Just like, oh, I lost. He Juggernaut clubbed that thing just a little too much for me. Alright. So similar strategies coming out from both players this time. Speedo is going to go for a ninja cannon strategy. Well, Nicotine is going to go for a ninja cannon strategy as well, but with a tack shooter. By the way, both players are fairly nice people. Speedo does not like to practice, though. That's what he told me, at least. He said he only plays real games, which I thought was a little bit weird. Because I was going to practice with him a couple games or something a while ago, and then he never wanted to play with me. Which I was like, alright, that's fun. So Speedo went for a ninja cannon strategy. He actually went for the ninja up in the front so we wouldn't have to buy 2 ninjas. Fairly interesting strategy indeed. I would have never thought to do anything like that. And the Ring of Fire from Nicotine is also a very interesting plan. So again, you can see the difference in playstyle from both players. Nicotine likes to go balloon economy, while Speedo is the farm guy. He's just farming non-stop every single game. And it's really been quite good so far, as you can plainly see. Both players, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I think, again, Speedo has to do the rushes when you go with the farms. That's kind of the thing. You cannot wait until round 30 or whatever if you just got regular farms, unless you're getting up to 4th tier farms. If you get 4-2 farms and everything, hey, maybe you can survive for a little while. Maybe you can make it work out. But not exactly perfect. So already almost up to level 13 here. And this is where the rushes can get really crazy on this level, because you know what? I've done it a bunch of times. I've gotten a bunch of 3-2 cannons and everything, and I still end up losing sometimes. So Nicotine's actually going to go for a rush against Speedo here. A couple 3-2 cannons from Speedo, and it looks like Willie survived. Oh, he actually ended up dying to the regrow Rainbow Rush. And the exact same thing happens to me on a lot of my games. I know, it really, really sucks, too, because you get 2 third-tier cannons, you get another, extra support ninja or whatever, and it still doesn't work out very well. And Nicotine also did a somewhat smart move there by sending out a Rainbow Rush, and then sending out another partial Rainbow Rush, just in case Speedo did any sort of weird special ability or anything. Alright, so Speedo going full out cannon, and it looks like he doesn't care about the lives lost. I mean, the cannon's surprisingly doing an excellent job at popping all these balloons. I'm a bit amazed by it. Both actually no lives losting so far. I don't feel like no lives losting is as big of a deal as it used to be. I think just keeping your lives is obviously important, because little bits of lives can leak through here and there and everywhere, so you really got to be careful with that. So Nicotine again with a very, very early Ring of Fire. Something you don't always see, or at least I don't normally do it. Maybe I should start doing it a little bit more often. Good game, round 40. Yeah. Speedo did lose some lives. Nicotine's doing an okay job right now, but it doesn't mean anything, I mean, usually both players are probably not going to go to round 40 anyways. Usually. And even then, you can lose a bunch of lives on round 37 or 38 or whatever, just not even die from them, just lose some lives, and that really sucks when that happens. Really sucks. It's happened to me a couple times. Do not like it. So Speedo again going quite a bit of farms, mixing it up with a well, he sold one of his ninjas, but he's going to go for a 4th tier cannon, a 4-2 cannon, or to go for a 2nd, 3rd tier cannon. So actually, a couple of rainbows coming out from Nicotine, but you might be thinking, like, why the heck did he send out rainbows? Like, they're not regrows, they're not anything. Is he really expecting to do damage with those things? Well, not necessarily. The cool thing about the rainbows is that you still are getting your max economy out of the money you spend on them. So it's pretty much like sending out pinks, and that's why it's kind of interesting. And also you might be able to do damage. So that's the point of the rainbows. Not everybody likes to do it. Again, you just don't send out regrows and you're still getting the max money out of them. So Speedo, crazy amount of farming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 farms at the moment. With Nicotine, I'm guessing over 1,000 economy. He's got to have around 1,100 or something like that. He's had a very, very solid defense so far. So, the rushes are going to get quite intense fairly soon. Though I'm a bit confused on who is going to rush. Is Speedo going to not rush this time? It looks like he might be going for a 4th tier banana farm, actually, based on going with 1 3rd tier farm already. Normally you just keep on building. Oh, there it is. He got the 4-2 farm. Fairly early as well, around 20, by the way. It's pretty solid, but Speedo is down a lot of lives. He's down about 70 lives so far. And if Nicotine can keep this up, all he's got to do is survive. That's the main thing. And I know he's keeping probably a reasonable amount of money, especially because he can just send out a $20,000 rush, including his Oh My God and stuff, right on round 22. Is he going to go for it? It looks like he will. Maybe he's going for a Moab right there. Ooh, Nicotin's in trouble here. He does lose a ton of lives, down to 83 lives. Holy crap, Ola, man. So look at that swing of the game right there. Nicotin just a little bit too little defense. Speedo with a really nice Moab send down round 23 at the exact same time as the other Moab, which really hurt his Moab Maulers and just let a few of those balloons get through. So now Nicotin's like, oh crap, now I can't just survive, I actually have to kill him. It's a good thing that I have a balloon economy, but again, against 4th tier banana farms, I mean, it's kind of up for grabs who really does have the better economy when you're getting that many banana farms and everything. Plus, I don't know if Speedo is going to do this, but he could send out some extra balloon economy as well. So actually, Nicotin almost losing some more lives over there. There's some camo pinks trying to make him lose a few more, I guess, because all he has is the mortar for camo detection, so he really has to be careful. And as far as Speedo's defense goes, it's pretty solid. I mean, he's got 3 Moab Maulers. They're only on the natural balloon side, though, expecting Nicotin basically not to rush. And Nicotin still losing lives over there. Very little amounts of lives, but still losing lives. And still going hardcore economy, and that's probably the main thing, is he's just hoping that Speedo does not rush. Usually people do not rush right around 25 to 30, because the balloons aren't stronger yet. It's not that they're weaker, it's just they're not stronger yet. Once you get to round 30, they get stronger and stronger and stronger every single round. And that's why it's so hard to survive in those late rounds. They get stronger quite quickly. And I do like that they changed that, actually. I would prefer it to happen even faster, honestly. Around like 25, just make the balloons get harder and harder. Just end the games quicker, man. That would be fun to me. But it's not all about me, it's about everybody. So again, just spamming Moab Maulers from Nicotin. It looks like he's getting ready for a pretty reasonable defense, and then he might end up going for some sort of rush, because he stopped his economy fairly early. But look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4-2 banana farms from Speedo. I think that's the most banana farms I've ever seen in a map, I'll be honest. Which means he has a solid economy. But does he have enough defense? I mean, that's where it gets a little tricky. Again, both players going absolutely crazy with the Moab Maulers, and both of them are probably going to rush. I don't know. Maybe Speedo will just try and survive out to the rush, because he has more lives. He just has to survive to level 40, and he will win the game. So it looks like it's a Moab Mauler spam at the moment. Though Nicotin's going more against... oh, there it is. So Speedo is going to go for a Zoma God Rush against Nicotin. I don't know how much money he spent on them. The good thing about that is he can keep his banana farms and still get money no matter what, because even though his economy is 0, he'll still keep getting money. That's why it's kind of nice to rush with banana farms. Where it's kind of sucky to rush with natural economy, because then your economy goes down to nothing. So this is where the balloons get really fast. The ceramics are stronger, the Moabs are really quick. It gets very difficult right around level 35, so you gotta be careful. So Nicotin is destroying some of these Zoma Gods. It looks like he's just chilling with mostly regular Moab Maulers instead of very amazing Moab Assassins to try and get rid of that Zoma God layer. And Nicotin is actually going to counter with 1 Zoma God as well. Oh my goodness, this game is getting intense. Again, Speedo has to just survive. If Speedo does not lose any lives, Speedo will be the winner when we get to level 40, but it looks like he went all out on that rush. And he's still got those banana farms. I still think that's pretty darn crazy. With all those banana farms, will it be enough? And it looks like Nicotin is going to go for that 2-4 mortar stall spam. Just keep on spamming it every single second as fast as possible. Will you be able to get it? But will he be able to keep up with that while still sending out Zoma Gods? That money has got to be getting low down there. And even with all those mobs getting that far, he might have to Blade Maelstrom him or something. Is he going to Blade Maelstrom him? There's so many balloons in the late part of the screen, but he's just going to keep mortar spamming. Keep getting that 2-4 mortar. It looks like he will end up defeating that first group of mobs. But again, these Zoma Gods getting pretty far on Speedo's side as well. I mean, there's some BFEs, and even with that mortar stall spam, and down to 3 farms now. But again, basically no economy from Nicotin anymore. Oh my goodness, this game is going to get so crazy right here. I honestly don't even know. Honestly, one thing that I would think about doing is getting some sort of big one on either one side. Getting a big one is not that bad of a tower to get rid of those big ceramic layers. And again, it's just a mortar stall spam. But if both players just mortar stall spam until the end, Speedo will be the winner. And all you get is one more round to go. And it looks like, oh, Speedo actually did end up dying to something. We don't even know exactly what happened. It didn't look like anything got through on his side, but he is going to get taken down. Didn't look like that was the case. Absolutely ridiculous. Very good games from both players. And we'll continue on with the final game. So, if I'm not mistaken, the score is 2-2 right now. Is that the right score? Actually, no, I think it's 3-1. Honestly, I don't remember. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to round 3's rules, because I wasn't even in round 3. So, we'll have to see. I think it's 2-2. So, anyways, how is Nicotine doing? We've got similar strategy from both players for the first time yet. Kind of nice, kind of fun, kind of cool. I like it. I like that a lot. Both going with a 2-1 ninja on top of a 3-0 tack shooter, and both losing crap loads of lives to these pinks and blues. Trying to get economy rather than trying to keep the lives. I think that's the main thing you want to point out here. And both players, well, Speedo actually going to go for... Oh, sorry, I had the hiccups, guys. Speedo is going to get another tack shooter, while Nicotine's going to go for a 3rd-tier ninja. Something to keep in mind. It looks like he got a 2-0 tack shooter. Maybe we'll keep that in mind for future reference, because it looks like Speedo actually did a better job at defeating the Bloons than did Nicotine. But selling all of the tack shooters and everything to get a Ring of Fire for level 8 is obviously very, very important on indoor pools. And Speedo actually to go for farms again. Nicotine this time sticking with those that balloon economy. Every single game has been balloon economy from Nicotine. I think I'd like to try out the balloon economy a little bit more often for me. As far as lives are concerned, I really don't think they matter. I think both players right around the middle of amount of lives. It doesn't really matter. This is where it's going to get crazy. Regrow Rainbow's coming out soon. Regrow Ceramics, Regrow Everything's going to come out very, very soon. Who will survive the Regrow Rainbows? And it looks like Nicotine's actually getting ready for a Blade Maelstrom, actually. If a full Regrow Rainbow Rush came out from Speedo, I think he was getting ready for that Blade Maelstrom right in the middle, taking them all down. But Speedo's already down to 20 lives. Oh my goodness. Especially with Regrow. Oh, he barely gets the mortar in time. Speedo is down to 8 lives now. And I think Speedo is in for some trouble here, but he goes for an all-out Ceramic Rush, and Nicotine is going to survive the rush. Speedo with 4 lives, and it looks like Speedo will probably get taken down here. All he's got is a ninja left with 4 lives, and that's going to be the end for Speedo. Good game, my friends. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you liked it, obviously press a like down there. Thanks for watching. Have a super duper delicious day.